everybody, it's me. I decided to finally do the question and answer video after a long time. And so I guess I'll just get started right off since you've waited long enough for it already. The first questions are from Aaliyah, and I'm going to be linking the blog addresses, or at least tagging them. Her first question is, what is my favorite color? I don't really have a favorite color, but I like grays and blacks and browns. Um, Fairly sort of muted, rich colors as far as like actual colors go. Things like reds and blues. I don't like anything too bright. Don't really like neon at all. I like muted, kind of faded colors. The next question is, do I play the piano by note or ear? And I can do both. I know how to read music and I can sight read pretty well, actually. I used to be able to. I'm not as good as I used to be because I don't really practice that much anymore. But I can play some by ear. I'm not like a by ear pianist. Like I can't play really well by ear, but I can play by ear. But I prefer to have music because otherwise it's stressful. What season do I like the best? I like early spring and late fall when it's still not cold. It's not cold enough to be uncomfortable, and it's sort of everything's a little bit faded, and the colors are, you have that um, kind of rusty brown and the gray of the sky, and sometimes the sky is blue too, obviously. But it almost looks a little more like a period drama, like Jane Eyre or Pride and Prejudice. And everything just has that sort of old feeling. I don't know why it's more like that. Those seasons and the others, because obviously the seasons are the same always, but it just has a more aesthetic quality for me. Where do I like to shop? Well, I don't actually do a lot of shopping, and um, I like to shop at thrift stores. I don't get to as often as I'd like, but it's like a treasure hunt to me. It's like you never know what you're gonna find, so I enjoy that. And when I get the chance, I do like to shop at thrift stores. I like other stores. I like Old Navy. I find things in Old Navy quite a bit. Where I live, we don't have a lot of really good clothing stores, um, because it doesn't have to be limited to clothing stores. I like Hobby Lobby. Even though I don't actually do that much crafting, it's very relaxed in there, so I like that. Alright, those are all the questions from Aaliyah. Thank you for the questions. The next questions are from Melody. Um, where do I live? I live in the state of Maine. Where do I wish I lived? I would like to live not in a stationary location. Like I think it would be really fun to not have one place you call home, to sort of be a world wanderer. Um, like a lot of touring musicians and artists that don't they have their home obviously and they love it, but at the same time they're sort of not they're not limited to that one locale. They kind of live everywhere, and I just think that would be so fun. And if I couldn't do that, I would like to live in the city. Um, Actually, that's the another question: is city or country? And I would say city, because I would really, I don't know, I don't really enjoy the country that much. I'm an introvert, but I like to have things going on. So for me, it would be much more pleasant, even if I was just sitting inside my house, to know that there was like things happening outside. Whereas in the country, nothing happens except occasionally a gun will go off somewhere nearby and you don't know who it was or why it's being fired. And that's just kind of uncomfortable for me because I get really have anxiety when I hear like guns going off. So yeah, I realize the country city is just as loud, but it's kind of I don't know, it's just different. I have stayed briefly in a city, and I would like to live in a little apartment. Do I want to have kids? And if so, how many? That's kind of a tough one because I don't really want to have kids. I don't really want to get married. Part of me doesn't want to get married. And then the other part of me does. Um, so if I was gonna have kids, I would want to have either one or two, a boy and a girl. Um, Simon and Madeline. But I kind of go back and forth, but I don't really want to get married, at least not at this point. I certainly haven't met any guys that I like. So, unless I meet somebody pretty special, I don't plan to get married anytime soon. So, on average, skirts or jeans. Well, lately jeans because it's winter here in Maine and it is so cold all the time. Um, and I don't have any good tights. I know that's so sad, but my tights ripped and I haven't bought any new ones. So I've been wearing jeans a lot lately, but I like both equally. I like a good pair of high-waisted mom jeans, and I also like little skirts. So the pros and cons to each are obviously the um like differences in how they help you out in different weather and different climates because um it's if it's cold in the winter you're going to want to probably wear jeans, but if you live someplace warm all the time skirts are much more comfortable. um Gotta love advertisements. um okay, where do I see myself in 20 years? Well, that's really hard to say because I don't even know where I see myself next year. um I would like to mainly just know that I'm a better person, that I've grown closer to God. I mean, obviously, over 20 years, I would hope you would. But that I can look back and really just see that I've grown closer to God, grown as a person, and helped other people through either art or well, music is art, obviously, or you know. But I would like to look back and have something that I've done that I can say, yeah, you know what, this is what I accomplished with my life so far. I mean, 20 years isn't actually that long. I'll only be, what, 40, almost 40. So, almost 39. Um, what's my life quote? Okay, well, actually, I do have a quote that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I don't remember who it's by. I think it's by some weird musician that I don't listen to. I don't even know who is. I just remember reading it. I don't remember the attribution. I don't know. Don't hate me if it's somebody bad. But um, it's, I don't believe in myself, but I do believe in what I'm doing. And I don't know who the guy was who said it, like I said, but it's a great quote because, you always are hearing believe in yourself. No, you are just a frail human being. And although God has given you immense abilities and talents, you can't believe in those. You have to believe in Him, um, in what you're doing for Him. So to me, saying, I don't believe in myself, but I believe in what I'm doing, I believe in who has called me, I believe in what I can do, is much better than saying, just believe in yourself. So that's something that has really stuck with me since I read it, and it's something that I'm trying to keep on my mind a lot because I'm one of those people who really easily can just sort of descend into a vortex and just want to give up on anything that I want to do. But when you look at it from the view of believing in what you want to do, not believing in who you are, not believing there's something special about you necessarily and inherently, of course there is, but I don't know if I'm really describing very well why I like the quote so much, but yeah, as far as a quote, that's something that is just really stuck with me. 10 minutes. Better hurry up. Okay, so those are all the questions from Melody. Jessica. What's my favorite Bible verse and passage and why? Well, I like Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, when it says, for everything there's a time. There is a season. And that part, I always forget. Ecclesiastes 3, I was right. It's Ecclesiastes 3. Because it's so much powerful truth there. It's also just very beautiful and very poetic. And I like the entire book of Ecclesiastes. I also like First or Second Peter. I forget. Well, both are really good, but one of them is just really, really practical. I think it might be Second Peter. So there's an Old and New Testament for you. But do I have a favorite book? Not really. Every time I read something new, well, not every time, but I've been reading a lot lately, and I just like found all these books that I love now, and I don't have a favorite book. So yeah, no favorite book. How would I describe my music taste? Eclectic and growing more so. I really like opera, but I don't necessarily just like listening to it, because opera as an art form is not really meant to just be listened to, which I think is why a lot of people don't like it. It's meant to be experienced on the stage, and you're meant to watch it. It's kind of like if you just listened to a play. You can get kind of like, it's still kind of enjoyable, but it's really not the same. So I like opera. I like jazz. I love Stacey Kent. I like, as far as like Christian music, I like Lauren Daigle. I don't like a lot of CCM, and sometimes I feel badly, but I can't help it. I don't like the style. I do like Gulkin Pettit evangelistic team music, some of it. I love pop opera. It's kind of like the middle ground. If you like classical music, but you want something kind of fun sometimes, I like Il Volo and Jackie Evancho. Like Placido Domingo. It's just too good for this world, that man. I like indie pop. I like folk, like the Milk Carton Kids. The Milk Carton Kids are great. So yeah, my music taste is very eclectic, and I'm like always kind of like trying to branch out, because I think there's a lot of good music to be found in lots of different genres, and I base it a lot more on if it has a good message than what genre, who did it. Although sometimes if it's somebody like that I really don't like even if it has a fairly good message, I can't get past that. I know that's really prejudiced, but I can't help it. I even actually lately, I avoided the 21 Pilots hype for so long, but lately I've started to like a couple of their songs. And like their sound isn't my 100% favorite, but their lyrics are so good. And so yeah, I'm still kind of on the edge with them, but I like lyrical music really though. Like I don't necessarily like a lot of rock kind of stuff. I like things with a nice tuneful lyricism. It's just my preference. I think it's just prettier. Something I wish I had the courage to do. Well, there's a lot, because I'm kind of a wimp, and I would like to have the courage to just do a lot of things. Like, sometimes like maybe smile at somebody in the grocery store instead of acting like I'm being chased by the police and have to get in and out and like not look at anybody in the eye. I would like to just have that kind of courage to be able to kind of live on impulse a little more and just do things. I wish I had the courage to just do things and not think them to death. And then can I describe myself in 5 words? And I can't. I'm a very verbose sort of person, and a good word to describe me would be paradoxical, because I'm very like paradoxical. And Abby from Chronicles in Bloom has asked me if I could get a lifetime supply of favorite tea, chocolate, or flowers, which would I pick? Right now, I'd probably go with the flowers, but that would change with the day. I have chocolate on hand right now, so I don't need chocolate. Um, right now, I'm in a very floral mood though, so I'd go with flowers right now, but honestly, tea would probably be the more wise choice. Sunset asks me my favorite book. Don't have one, like I already said. I guess I could give a list of a couple that I've liked lately. The Great Gatsby, The Brothers Karamazov. Um, those are two that I've been obsessed with just recently. Um, if I could marry, kill, high five three fictional characters. For simplicity, I'm gonna go with the brothers from the Brothers Karamazov because I don't want to have to try to think of that many book characters that I like. Not that three is a lot, but I would marry. Okay, I'll start. Yeah, I would high five. Okay, this isn't gonna make sense if you haven't read the Brothers Karamazov. Well, I'd high five Alyosha because he's basically too good for the world, and I would high five him for being an angel on earth. I would kill Dimitri because he just caused a lot of problems and he basically was yucky. I feel kind of bad. And then I would probably marry Ivan, which is horrible, but I really like. I would. It would be kind of a toss up between him and Alyosha, but I really liked Ivan, and I feel kind of bad about myself because I did. 3 places in the world or universe that I want to visit before the apocalypse. Well, I really want to just travel everywhere. I want to visit Italy, and I want to visit the United Kingdom, and I want to visit New Zealand because that's Middle Earth. I want to visit it. Um, and Aaron asks, what is my favorite album and why? That's not a nice question to ask. I don't know. I like a lot of albums. Um, I like, I like, I don't know what I like. I don't know who I am. If I could have any superpower, what would it be? Um, maybe flight. I've always wanted to fly. Like, I've just always wanted to know what it would feel like to go up in the clouds and be all mist damp from the clouds and sail over like the countryside. And it wouldn't be like an airplane, although I've never been in an airplane either, but like a bird, like be able to fly like a bird. And what is my favorite season? I answered that one already. I don't know what my favorite album is. That's hard. I'm not like the sort of person who likes full albums. I'm sorry. Just skip questions if I can't answer them. Alright, well, again, I'm sorry it took me so long to do this, and this is probably a fairly unsatisfactory question and answer video because I kind of am, I don't know, but I hope you enjoy it, and I think that it's only fair to note that I actually put on makeup for this, just so you don't think that I didn't or anything, because I looked like terrible, so I went and put on makeup. That's just a little announcement in order to be fully honest. If you ever have any other questions for me, please let me know in the comments on my blog, or you can contact me on Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook. I would love to talk to you. And if you ever want me to make another video, if this one didn't bore you out of your mind, you can let me know. And so, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. And I keep saying that, and I'm just gonna turn it off now because it's been 20 minutes.